In Zen and Buddhist philosophy, silence is revered as a powerful force that enables us to achieve inner peace and harmony. Both traditions emphasize the importance of quieting the mind, as the more we embrace silence, the clearer our thoughts become. This practice helps us manage the noise of everyday life and focus on what truly matters. Silence provides clarity, allowing us to reconnect with our deeper selves and find a sense of calm amidst chaos. It is within this stillness that we can truly hear wisdom, as it often blooms in silence rather than the constant chatter that surrounds us. In addition to silence, discretion plays a crucial role in maintaining peace. Discretion is about understanding when to speak and when to remain silent, ensuring we do not overshare or expose ourselves to unnecessary judgment. By practicing discretion, we protect our emotional well-being and nurture our relationships with others. This sacred tool shields us from potential harm and helps maintain balance in our interactions. Silence and discretion, when combined, serve as vital instruments in creating a space of tranquility, not only within ourselves but also in our relationships with others. As we explore these teachings, we'll delve into how silence and discretion can be applied to 3 areas of life: personal struggles, financial matters, and future plans, each one where silence has the power to preserve our peace and well-being. In Zen and Buddhist teachings, there is a deep understanding of the importance of silence, especially when it comes to personal struggles. Sharing our personal challenges with family members, while seemingly a natural step, can sometimes cause more harm than good. The emotions that come from family members, even if well-meaning, may cloud their judgment and create misunderstandings. This is especially true when we are vulnerable, as emotional reactions from others can distort their perception of our situation, leading to unwanted advice or judgment. What seems like an effort to connect and seek help may end up creating more tension, confusion, and stress. A Zen master once used the metaphor of the moon and the pond to explain this concept. When a seeker shared his struggles with his family, hoping for support, he felt judged instead. The master invited him to observe the still waters of a pond, asking him to throw a pebble into it. As the ripples spread, they distorted the reflection of the moon. The moon, untouched, remained constant, but the reflection was altered by the interference of the ripples. The master explained that our personal struggles are like the moon, and sharing too much of our pain with others creates ripples that distort their perception of us. In silence, the struggles remain clear and intact, waiting to be overcome with inner strength. This profound lesson underscores the wisdom of facing difficulties without seeking external validation or approval. The lesson here is that facing our struggles with silence and inner strength is not only wise but empowering. It encourages the cultivation of resilience through meditation and mindfulness, offering a path towards self-reliance. Silence allows us to process our emotions without external influence, helping us come to terms with our struggles in a healthy, personal way. While it is natural to want support, silence can be the most effective way to navigate challenges. By not sharing everything with family, we maintain control over our emotions and allow our struggles to become a source of personal growth, rather than one of misunderstanding or judgment. This approach doesn't mean we are isolating ourselves but instead creating space for personal reflection and growth. It allows us to be true to ourselves while fostering deeper, more authentic relationships with others. When we choose silence, we embrace a path that leads to greater clarity and peace within, making it easier to face life's difficulties with grace and confidence. Moving forward, we will explore another crucial area where discretion plays an important role: our financial matters. Understanding how to maintain privacy in this aspect of life is just as critical to preserving our peace and relationships. In Zen and Buddhist philosophy, there is a deep understanding of the importance of silence and discretion, especially when it comes to personal matters like finances. While sharing financial details with family may seem like a way to seek guidance or emotional support, it often leads to unintended consequences. Money, as a subject, tends to stir up strong emotions, whether it's envy, greed, or concern. When we share financial matters with our family, even with the best intentions, their emotions and biases can distort their judgment and cloud the true nature of the situation. A Zen master once used the metaphor of sand slipping through one's fingers to explain the delicate nature of wealth. He handed a disciple a handful of sand and asked him to hold it tightly. As the disciple clenched his fist, the sand began to escape. "The more you try to hold on to this, the more it slips away," the master said. The lesson was clear: wealth, like sand, is fragile. The more we expose it to the grasping hands of others, the more it loses its integrity. In Zen teachings, wealth is seen as fleeting and impermanent, something that should be handled with care and discretion. When it comes to our financial matters, silence and discretion offer protection. The act of keeping financial decisions and struggles private not only preserves our peace but also helps prevent unnecessary emotional interference. This practice ensures that financial challenges remain our own, and the outcome of these struggles is not clouded by judgment or unsolicited advice from others. In a world where opinions are freely offered, the act of keeping certain things to ourselves, like our financial plans, becomes a vital practice. It is through silence that we maintain clarity of mind and protect our relationships. Just as we would not share all our personal struggles with family, so too should we treat financial matters with the same respect for privacy and discretion. Moving forward, we will explore how silence and discretion play a crucial role in managing our future plans. Understanding when to keep our dreams and goals private is just as essential to maintaining harmony and peace in our relationships. As we consider the significance of silence and discretion in our lives, one area where it holds particular value is in the realm of future plans. Sharing our aspirations, dreams, and goals too early can expose them to doubt, criticism, and the well-meaning but often misdirected opinions of others. Zen philosophy offers a profound perspective on this matter, encouraging us to protect the fragility of our future plans until they are fully formed and ready to bloom. A Zen master once illustrated the delicate nature of future plans through a simple but powerful metaphor. He asked a disciple to observe the buds on a flower. "Do you see how they are still closed?" the master inquired. "If you were to pluck them before they have blossomed, you would destroy their potential." Similarly, future plans are like these delicate buds. They require time, care, and patience to unfold. When shared too soon, they risk being stifled by the skepticism or discouragement of others, much like a flower's growth stunted by an untimely hand. The lesson here is that just as nature follows its own pace, so too must our dreams and plans. Premature exposure can lead to unwanted influence, misjudgment, or unnecessary emotional interference. In silence, we allow our intentions to mature, untouched by external expectations, allowing us the space to nurture them with clarity and determination. Just as a flower blooms at its own time, so must our plans unfold naturally and in their own time. By keeping them to ourselves, we protect the purity of their development. Zen teaches us that discretion plays an essential role in managing not just personal relationships but also our own inner peace. By keeping our plans private until the time is right, we preserve the integrity of our ideas and protect them from the potential distortions of external forces. Silence here is not about isolation but about creating a space where ideas can grow freely, unaffected by the doubts or criticisms of others. It is easy to fall into the temptation of seeking validation or approval from others, especially from those closest to us. However, this can derail our focus and cloud our judgment. Keeping future plans private allows us to avoid the emotional entanglements that come with sharing too much. In silence, we cultivate resilience and trust in our own abilities. As we move forward, we will explore the importance of maintaining discretion in yet another crucial area: personal struggles. Just as we protect our future plans, we must also learn how to safeguard our vulnerabilities from the emotional complexities of sharing them with others. In Zen and Buddhist philosophy, silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a profound state that allows clarity, peace, and intentionality to flourish. Silence, in this context, is a powerful tool for maintaining inner harmony and emotional balance. It is through silence that we can create space for deep reflection and mindful action, untethered by external distractions or the noise of unnecessary words. This wisdom encourages us to cultivate quietude in our lives, as it helps preserve our sense of self, clarity of thought, and a peaceful state of mind. Zen teachings emphasize silence as an essential aspect of spiritual practice. A Zen master once said, "In silence, the truth is revealed, underlining the importance of quiet reflection. It is in the stillness that we connect most deeply with ourselves and the world around us. The teachings suggest that we must protect this inner silence, as it serves as a sanctuary from the chaos that often arises in interpersonal relationships. When we share too much too soon, we expose ourselves to the potential judgments, doubts, or misinterpretations of others. In contrast, by remaining silent, we protect the purity of our intentions and maintain a calm, focused mindset. The ability to exercise discretion is central to the concept of silence in Zen and Buddhism. Silence helps us manage our relationships more effectively by allowing us to engage in thoughtful action rather than reacting impulsively to every thought or emotion. For example, when we face a challenge, rather than immediately sharing it with others, we can use silence as a means to reflect, gather our thoughts, and approach the situation with clarity. This approach leads to wiser decisions and avoids the emotional turbulence that might arise from premature disclosure. Silence, in this sense, is not an avoidance of communication, but a practice of thoughtful and intentional communication at the right time. In real-life scenarios, silence can help preserve emotional well-being. For instance, in family relationships, sharing too much personal information or future plans too early may invite criticism or undermine our sense of self. By choosing to remain silent or withholding certain details until the right moment, we allow our ideas to mature without external interference. This deliberate choice of silence creates a balance between maintaining healthy boundaries and nurturing relationships without sacrificing personal peace. Ultimately, the wisdom of silence, as taught in Zen and Buddhism, is about protecting our peace, preserving our inner clarity, and making choices that support both our emotional well-being and the integrity of our relationships. Through silence, we create space for growth, mindfulness, and the cultivation of deeper connections with ourselves and others. Incorporating Zen and Buddhist teachings into daily life can be a transformative journey, allowing us to cultivate greater inner peace and emotional resilience. One of the key lessons that Zen and Buddhism offer is the power of silence. Silence is not just the absence of noise, but a means of preserving clarity, intention, and harmony in our minds and relationships. By embracing silence, we allow ourselves to create space for thoughtful reflection, free from external distractions and the clutter of unnecessary words. This silence fosters emotional balance and allows us to maintain composure in the face of life's challenges. One practical way to apply this wisdom is by setting clear boundaries in both personal and professional relationships. Just as Zen teachings emphasize discretion in our actions and words, we can use silence as a tool to preserve our inner peace and avoid unnecessary conflict. For example, when faced with emotional or stressful situations, taking a moment of silence before reacting can help us process our feelings and respond thoughtfully. Instead of impulsively sharing every thought, we can create space for reflection, which allows us to approach challenges with greater wisdom and composure. Silence can also be a powerful tool in managing our finances. By choosing to keep our financial plans and goals private, we protect ourselves from unsolicited advice, envy, or judgment from others. This doesn't mean isolating ourselves but rather exercising discretion in how much we reveal to others, allowing our financial aspirations to grow and mature without interference. When we share our financial matters too early, we risk exposing ourselves to unnecessary tension or negativity. In silence, we can nurture our financial goals with focus and intentionality. Similarly, when facing personal struggles, silence can help us maintain emotional integrity. Instead of airing every difficulty to others, we can choose to process our feelings in private, giving ourselves the time and space to heal without external pressure. This allows us to approach our challenges with a calm and centered mind, free from the judgments or misunderstandings of others. By practicing mindfulness and discretion in all areas of life, whether in our relationships, finances, or personal struggles, we honor the teachings of Zen and Buddhism. The greatest gift we can give to others is our presence, free from the distractions of unnecessary words. Through silence, we create deeper connections and a more meaningful existence, grounded in clarity, peace, and intentionality.